Once they've gotten a lead, we've seen in this series, just the one map, I guess, but they have kept it. Knights, like you said, doing decent on pistol rounds here. As Xset was able to come back, can they get another pistol round for themselves? Ban trying to push up with Ziff just behind, and Aaron picks up some good info as more is being fed into A site.
Yeah. As they're dancing so much here towards the halls, Aaron just did his job to pull 2 players inside A halls to weaken up the A site. This allows for 2 flankers on a pulse plant. Trial Cells, though, gets a nice opening kill onto Gangsta, and here comes the flank from behind. Aaron's waiting for a shot. Zep the first one to hold. Trial Cells continues to push on the spawn side, though, to answer right back.
Literally causing so much trouble. Okay, Scuba's able to clean that up. Little janitorial duty in spawn side. Let's see if they can do the retake. Ziff with a flash.
2 players low on HP, pretty much halfway for Ziff and for Ban. Make that only 1 player alive at full health. And that's a long range, picking up a ghost after the frenzy from before. It's only going to be able to drop Def as Zekin gets a triple kill into this round. The confidence that they have, right?
Yes.
The rifle round, even for the Knights on that second round too. So putting a lot of value in these rifles second round, and also Vandal on the attack is going to hurt, especially when Def also has a Marshal. Probably one of the best Marshal players in North America when you have Def wielding this weapon.
You love to see it. Probably play a lot of Scouts Knives. You can always trace it, but you can
he
always trace
definitely
it back. Here we are heading into B. Drone first. As always, Zekin's going to be next with a flash following in. The team spreads out, and Xset will be able to take this site. Figuring this would happen, and I wonder how far they're going to push up. We saw Cryo go hard last time, but with a Vandal, I think they play this a little more safe.
Yeah. Or give me some shenanigans. Give a chance here for Ban to get across, and then throw your utility so they can actually move in with the shorty, but doesn't start off too well. You already got Gangsta that fell.
Yeah, this is the first time that Knights is finding out that they're against rifles as well. They only heard a Guardian, but they're about to find out a lot more if they do try to push. Exits are going to be the name of the game, going down with the spike if they can reach it. And we'll have the push through now.
Even traps on the other end. VCT gets the kill into Scuba. Can we get Exits? An underhand throw from Ziff. And no damage done whatsoever. It's going to be not only a flawless, but a Prime Gaming flawless at full HP.
Quite a bit here. They can just amass so much economy in these next few rounds. Oh, second. Just the sound of that, you know exactly what happened. And a quick cleanup here at the end. So Xset, and now let's see what our gun round provides for us. More of a gun round. It kind of is still a bonus for Xset with the way their economy's going to work out, but we'll see how they do it.
And that's what I was mentioning before. Looking at the amount of money that was spent, there was only Cryo Cells maybe at 1,000 credits, but everybody else was like maximum just buying utility, as they just didn't get damaged. So they're looking pretty good into the next round. But let's talk about the present at least. We have the recon dart in the back of the site. Snake bite to clutch out players on defense just around the orange side. So you see that combination of utility that looks pretty good. Oppresses now Knights to fall all the way back towards bridge side, then allows Xset to push forward into the site and get a spike plant down.
Cryo has been absurd. His opening 1v1s, the forward confidence to continue pushing further than his team without their safety. Like, right, the util's been used to take the site. What he does then is on him. And obviously a Jet can get out of a sticky situation, but he is just mowing people down. Xset really getting these rounds on the back of Cryo at times. And here's a few more Vans. They fall so quick.
Yeah, even Ban as he dashes away by this round. A Vandal. Why? Because they have this combination, this composition that doesn't have Def really playing like the Astra anymore. He's lurking more towards his Cypher with his traps. So you might want to have Crowd be the one that's going to be entering for the team with everybody else with the rifles. Yeah, so you want something to come up huge here for Gangsta. I mean, he was able to do a little bit of chip damage with the Marshal. That's 101, 101. Then that's perfect for the Sheriff kills. It doesn't have to land for headshots, right? 55 for body damages. They could do a lot of damage with this for the rest that are running these Sheriffs. But it seems to be very slow. Xset understands that, and they're playing it very, very cautiously in their default, and Ban's just holding that trigger discipline. Maybe, oh no, waited a little bit too long. The timing on that one. He still lands the kill just in case. He got his one. That's good enough.
All the while that happening, we did get a drone out of BCJ that snuck into A to try and hold the members of Knights there. It's going to be a B take Vans. They've already crept into the site, and Zekin pulls off a frag onto Gangsta.
And that's Frosty in the backside. Camera spotted, close range, peeking out. Snake bite onto the ground, not fast enough to do the debuff damage. So it's just going to be Ziff on his own in the end in a 4 versus 1. So it was looking to create some good pressure, at least for
kind of swarming a position, backing off, and then having a mid-round strat to execute on. And they have not been wrong for the past quite a few rounds now. Both of these teams have wins in their last 2 games on this map, and good ones at that. I think we're just seeing Xset here come a bit more prepared and drilled in the way they're attacking.
no dash is available because we do have the null command as 4 opens up. That's also going to be a live camera for everybody else to see in for Xset, but they're just seeing their teammates fall to the eyes of that KO, as that's a stellar hold from the Knights inside this A site.
Going against these teams, they've done so much work to be able to produce these rounds too. And a lot of this push from Ban continues to give them good results.
Cryocel's pinged the camera, yet Zekin still peeked out from the spawn side. Maybe they didn't expect for Ban to push out with that operator either, but speaking of which, we have switched it over for Cryocels. He is bringing out the operator into this round here. He was trying to see if he could catch somebody off guard here towards this B site, but unfortunately, it's his teammate that falls at the beginning of this very round while we have a Viper's hit towards A. So good contamination, or containment, should I say, as the operators are continue to go to work on both ends.
The goods have been contaminated.
True. It is a Viper's pit after all, so
it is. It is. See if they push through. He's been Scuba's been so patient, and Def is just waiting on the other side. The epitome of patience in a situation. He will stand there all day until the team requires him. This lurk onto B already for Cryocells kind of gives Xset an option, but it's like an uncleared lurk. They still have to be very careful about going in.
They just want this to happen. They want to get the plan so that Def could get this kill onto Scuba on the rotate too. So there's 2 big things that can happen. This flank coming in from Ban towards B main as well. Def's got to get this kill towards A main. And then now here comes that flank on B main. Ban's going to be able to cut the rotation potential onto Def so that everybody else can focus on actually taking over this B site. And there's that crossover with the cage. He survives. Oh my god. So that also gives the information that the operator's towards B main. So the other 2 guys inside the B site for the Knights, or should I say for Xset, could be in a great position as it's a blade storm enemy battle. Right clicks, but it connects on the left click for Cryo. He jumps towards the air, wall bang by Gangsta, and now Def is on his own on a 2v1. Way too far. The spike is getting defused, and it's going to be the round coming in for the Knights.
What a way for that round to change. Gangsta as well. When you least expect it, this guy just comes out of the shadows. He is playing so well, and he's able to lock that one down. But the info that we saw Def grab on the runaround, you're like, oh my gosh, everybody in sight for Xset knows what's going on. But Knights took that as, oh, he's back there. We take the site. Knights close in. They start to pinch as quick as possible. 11-7 now. Getting closer and closer, and Ban looks for the forward peek again. Ban is trying to do so much.
This is so good, man. He's been suppressed by a lot of things. Snakebite forced on the ground in the beginning. Hunter security come out from BCJ. It connects onto Def on the defender side, though. So let's see what happens now, as we do have a couple of smokes coming out, and we cut noise just for a bit. We hear the null command coming out, of course, from Ziff, but that's just going to force Xset to maybe potentially fall back to B site.
Only a camera there. Losing Scuba kind of made them, on the side of Knights, squeeze their numbers so they can all rotate together, more playing their life. Oh, Ziff, that's a scary spot to be in. The spams come through. Zekin will hit true on that one, and they're going to start rotating over. See how long the camera works for, because that could be a big play here if Knights try to get back in.
Pulls out the cage too to allow the camera to look out. Now he actually gets the ping onto Cryocells, who falls back, but
here we go.
That still allows the 2 players to get inside this B site. The thing is, though, that cage prevented for them to know where the camera is coming from, so Death still has a great opportunity to pull the camera up and get the information as the spike's going to get planted. Or sorry, not Def, but Frosty here.
Right. BCJ with a little plant dance. Oh. Camera's down. So is Gangsta.
Flash coming out from second 2. 0 point now is going to suppress Frosty. Underhand throw for the timing. He's going to be able to get this one. No, Cryocell steals it. And that's going to put Xset at map point and series point.
Oh, yeah, Cryo taking that one real quick from Zach, and he probably turned around and was like, hey, wait a minute. Oh, what a hold. I think this is obviously what Xset was trying to produce last time Def on the rotation was, they'll see what they can produce. We're back on a gun round.
This is
Cryo.
potentially the first team that's going to get knocked out of this bracket of the North American VCT Stage 1 qualifiers, and starts off with only 4 more kills needed for Xset. Our spike to go off here on this map of Breeze. Ben being a key pivotal player that you wanted to step up to this game, unfortunately gets nullified right off the bat, and Cryocell continues his reign with the operator. That's also now the Viper utility down for the Knights.
What can they can only react here. Obviously, you can't really be proactive with the numbers down. And well, Frosty has the right play. How many can he get down? As Cryo's going to maybe be the first one he sees. What a sticky spot.
Cool. Viper's pit to come out too. Gangsta's looking towards the back. Frosty's still dancing in there. That's the Viper's pit down. And as it comes down, Cryocell though takes down his teammate towards Berlin. As they look back, Frosty's trying to stay alive. He has to clutch a 3 versus 1. He throws out the hat, but that's it. BCJ gets the kill, and Xset move forward by beating Knights 2-0.